Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great in your respective lives. This is Kunal Nagpal representing an economic portal, Nagpal Economic Academia. And I'm feeling immensely pleased to welcome you to this great forum. My dear friends, in this discussion, we are actually going to analyze the core aspects of the sixth webinar by our respected Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in his address to the people of India, which is actually the post-budget session. And in this particular session, he has thrown great light on how urban planning can actually accelerate the overall development of an economy. And he has also tried to draw the comparative analysis between the results post 2014. That is how urban planning has actually helped to reap the benefits in terms of the improvisation of entire prospects. If we talk specifically about the garbage-free, water-secure and climate-resilient prospects, there is actually an immense improvement pre-2014 and post-2014. That is, it very beautifully demonstrates that how Modi's government has actually tried to accelerate the overall momentum towards economic development in a magical way. So my dear friends, the well-planned cities will actually decide the fate of India. And this has been very beautifully quoted by our respected Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. He further states, well-planned modern cities that are basically water secure, garbage free and climate resilient will determine the fate of India in the coming years. Addressing his sixth webinar on the budget, the PM basically underlined the measures taken by his government in the last 9 years towards urban planning that is actually contributing to building the smart cities and modernization of the old ones. And he reviewed that previous dispensations had actually neglected this particular aspect that is the key to development, and this resulted in only 1 or 2 modern cities being built since independence. Modi ji further said, India's position in the entire world would have been completely different if 75 planned cities had been developed in the 75 years of its independence. He emphasized that the well-planned cities are actually going to be the need of the hour in the fast-paced environment of India in the 21st century. The Prime Minister asserted that an investment of 15,000 crore rupees has actually been declared in this year's budget for improving the standards of urban development, and expressed confidence that it will actually provide impetus to planned urbanization. My dear friends, Modi ji further said planning and governance actually play a significant role in the overall urban development, adding that poor planning of the cities or lack of proper implementation after planning can actually create major challenges in the developmental journey of India. He stressed on the need to actually focus on spatial planning, transport planning, and building urban infrastructure. The participants of the webinar, he insisted, should actually deal with the 3 main issues, that is, find ways to strengthen the urban planning ecosystem in states, examine how the available expertise in the private sector is effectively utilized for urban planning, and planned development of a center of excellence to basically improvise urban planning. He mentioned that all the state governments and urban local bodies can actually make their contributions towards a developed nation only when they prepare the planned urban areas. Urban planning will basically determine the fate of our cities in Amrit Kal. And it is only the well-planned cities that will basically determine the fate of India, the Prime Minister said. He further added that our cities will become climate resilient, garbage free, and water secure only through better urban planning. Now, we can actually see that how our Prime Minister is basically trying to conceptualize the core innate strengths of the Indian economy. And if we capitalize on these core areas, we can truly enhance our overall potential in true terms, helping India to actually create miracles in the entire global economy. Furthermore, GIS-based master planning, innovation in planning tools, qualified and efficient human resources, and enhanced capacity building are actually the key to growth in this particular sector. Transport planning is an important pillar of the development of cities, the Prime Minister said. A huge improvement has actually taken place since 2014 in metro connectivity. And my dear friends, India is actually making the circular economy a major basis of urban development, Modi ji said. And thousands of tons of municipal waste such as battery waste, electrical waste, automobile waste, tires and waste used for making the compost are actually generated in our country every day. Around 75% of the waste is being processed today compared to only 14 to 15% in 2014, Modi ji said. As I had quoted in the beginning of this discussion, that is pre-2014, there was only 14 to 15% processing of the waste, but today it is around 75%, all thanks to the well synchronized efforts by our present government, which is really visionary and determined to make India self-reliant and Atmanirbhar. So, I really hope that you would have found this session very enriching, helping you to enhance and cultivate your core ideologies about our economy, and thereby helping to enhance and strengthen your overall knowledge base with the new pieces of information. So on this note, I would like to conclude this session, and I really wish you take excellent care of yourselves until we meet next. Thank you so much for your wonderful, patient and cooperative listening. Namaskar. Jai Hind.